It's very easy for a coach to think, or a younger trainer to think, I'm just going to whoop this FAT, this overweight person, into shape. That's not
Right.
necessarily so. There are a lot of conditions that are going on with people that you cannot see, with their bones, with their joints, with their blood pressure, if they're taking heart medication or beta blockers that will affect their heart rate. So you're thinking, oh, the heart rate is not getting up, let me whip them more. You can hurt somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
People have pre-existing conditions. Somebody that's pregnant. Many men that take their girlfriends to the gym will immediately put them on the heavy squat racks and the Smith machines.
Right.
And as you can see, we're using a fraction of that weight. People sleep on functional training, which I would liken to farming, right? Or climbing coconut trees as much as you can in a small space. But when I tell you, people probably don't believe you can get a vigorous movement practice and workout in a teeny space, right? If you understand what you're doing, and safely, and for longevity. And I think the other part, there's several aspects that are missing. So a balanced program, right, for somebody who wants to transform their body, really upgrade their health, is going to include cardiovascular, very specific. It's simple, comprehensive cardiovascular for a healthy heart. Strength training, that's your composition. That's also your bone density. That's also your armor, your protection, your investment against osteoporosis. Although it's not as prevalent in Afro people, we can still be prone to osteoporosis, right? And the weakening of the bones. The strength training and the resistance training, and there's a way to apply that over time safely, right? Resistance training using bands, using your body weight, incorporating weights in a way that is safe. There's a way to do that for bone density. And also, if you want a different composition, or as I like to say, not necessarily bulky, but if you want your muscle to look like a nice firm peach, right? I think it's a nice. That's tone. Whether you get bigger or bulkier, it's marketing. To women, the term that's used is tone. To men, it's muscle, right? So just playing to our different psychology, but it's still your composition. So if you're looking to shift your composition or your rate of lean mass, right, that firm, right, peach, that's also giving you, helping you with bone density, to adipose tissue, because people keep saying lose weight, lose weight. I love distinctions, right? Because it cuts the guesswork and it can help you feel more confident about what you're doing. So the adipose tissue, that's the only weight we ever want to lose, in addition to water retention. That's it. Whatever your body type is, that's the only weight we ever want to, I wouldn't even say lose, I would say release, because your body is highly intelligent. If it can heal a cut, it knows how to balance itself to a healthy weight. If we're carrying a lot of adipose tissue, that's saying several things. It says we likely don't have an awareness of how much we're eating, especially when we're intaking under stress and anxiety, and we're not present when we're eating. It speaks to the quality or the lack of quality of foods. It speaks to dehydration. It speaks to the lack of having hydration on your plate, right? It speaks to not understanding the concentrated calories, even if it's raw vegan. It speaks to not having that nutrient density. I like to say the greens are money for your body. So speaking to several things. Speaking to likely your cortisol is elevated. All of us, I would say, are quite often in a state of fight or flight. And as we learned on Sundays, that cortisol is keeping your body, your hormones, is keeping your body on stress alert. And that is affecting the way you metabolize adipose tissue and the way you store, right? It's also contributing to elevated insulin levels. So it's food, but it's beyond food. It's food and movement, though the movement is doing so much more than just the mechanical. It's giving you the emotional, mental stability, right? It's literally contributing to that, your sense of accomplishment, your sense of pushing through discomfort, working through goals. That is something that nobody can take away from you. That's something that's very, very real. That is instant. Although changing your body, you're not going to do that in one session, right? So I'm glad you feel that way, because I used to have people like, why is she playing all the time? You know, I don't have no problem getting my hands in the dirt or get down on the floor and play. I would whip out a double Dutch rope. I keep a whole stash of hula hoops and double Dutch rope. So a lot of my Caucasian, my vanilla girls, let's get the rope out. Y'all don't know how to jump double Dutch? Let's get this popping. Fun, play. We get too stiff and we get too rigid. Play is huge psychologically. If I come over to your house with my roller skates, some good barbecue, old time down home, 4th of July music, and some sweet potato pie, you be like, can we do this every day? That's the feeling that you want to have. And then also with your food, when your food is very beautiful, when it's very colorful, when you can smell the grapefruit. I was making the grapefruit and the beet drink, and someone that was helping me in the garden was like, wow, that smells really delicious. It was grapefruits and beets. So it says something. We are really underestimating some stuff that's right underneath our nose. So I'm glad you feel like this play. But some people get upset. They want something rich, but you want to play. If you're having a good time, even though it's challenging, you're more likely to be compliant with your own ego, and you're more likely to want to show up. When I play capoeira with my friend, I feel like I'm having so much fun. I don't want it to end. I love it. I'm having fun. I want playmates. That's why I've always kept exercise equipment for all my friends that didn't come. But I've always kept, I was like, this is for so-and-so, so-and-so. All my best friends always kept step-up boxes and band extra for my friends that were coming. But now, yes, I'm inviting you in addition to giving me comprehensive education, then the coaching piece and the support. Most people would do more if they had some support. Right? So that being said, what are you going to say?
No, I was just saying, I appreciate that. So that is what I guess you can say is the one of the keys for me in being consistent is that I do feel like you're inviting me in versus I'm paying you for a service, or you know what I'm saying? It's a different relationship. It's just a different. So so I appreciate you. Thank you for this.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So listen, before we get started, right? Have your heart rate monitor on. I was saying to my friend, again, I've worked at some of the best gyms. I've done fitness competitions. But when I'm playing capoeira or African dance, I feel like my body could bust open and I could give 2 peach pits. It is so much. I feel just like pure. I feel joy. I feel happy. I feel happy. It's challenging. I ain't gonna get all the moves right. I don't care. I call it drunken monkey kung fu. I want to play unapologetically. I got a bunch of fools that want to blow this sucker up. I need to get my play in every single day. And if I get fit because of it, that works better for me.
Exactly.
All right, so let's recognize heart rate monitors. My heart rate is at 76, right? Beats per minute. I'm going to set it for functional training. Right, so usually I turn off this little voice, but I've been finding it interesting on my iPad. The voice is up, so you can hear when it goes between fitness and when it goes between fat burning, right? So when the heart rate goes down, that's when we're doing like our active rest. So I'm going to set it for the percentage. So I'm at 42%. So I know that means I'm dragging my backside. I'm not doing that. So I need to get up and need to get moving. So heart rate monitor is on. Let's get warmed up. You got your 20 ounces of water nearby. I think Friday we're going to do more of, break out of the mode. We'll do my favorite, either African or Afro-Brazilian. Right? So heart rate monitor is on. Let's get it popping. So you can use a stick or you can just raise your arms, shoulder height. Make sure your pelvis is tucked under. So your belly button is drawn into your spine. Arms extended, shoulder height. Right? So the stick can help you keep your arms nice and shoulder height, right? So they're not dropping down. If you're initially starting, right, so pelvis is tucked under, belly button is drawn to the spine and stabilize your back. There's a tendency to want to drop your arms down. So I want you to keep them up shoulder height and you're using the weight of your arms. So same foot, same hand, kick it up. Here we go. Listen to your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick it up. 7, belly button into spine. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, pick it up, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good, and 1. So I'm going to take an alternate step back. Arms are coming up, so I'm going to step back. So the stick is helping me keep my alignment. I want my spine nice and straight, my elbows are straight. Make sure you never slam that back knee down to the floor. You're going to alternate and step back. Belly button is drawn in. Ready? Here we go. So it's 1 and 1. Step it back. 2, 2, 3, 3. Nice and easy. 4, 4. Keep going. 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. Open the legs up a little wider than the hips. You're sitting your hips back as if you're sitting on the stool or the chair. That's going to keep your knees nice and safe. So the hips go backward. You sit, arms straight. Make sure your pelvis is tucked under. Stand and squeeze the glutes. So ideally, the ideal Harriet squat, right? Your hips and thighs are parallel to the floor. If you can't go all the way down, you might be kind of stiff. But if you keep going over time, you never want to feel it in your knees. But this is also an active stretch. So you're dropping your hips and glutes down parallel to the floor. Belly button's drawn in. Ready? Here we go. So it's 1, hips go back. 2, you're getting a chest stretch at the same time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 5, 4 from the side, one back. 3, 2, good, and 1. Next movement pattern. So the leg that's holding a stick or your broomstick, that's the same leg that's going to be moving. You're going to step back, drop down. When you come up, you're going to kick that foot, touch the toe to the hand, right? So my standing leg, I got my little homemade design on, but my standing leg is going to get the work, right? Not the moving leg. So again, tuck the pelvis under, belly button to spine, step back, come up and kick. So this is 1. Touch the toe to the hand if you can. 2, 3, 4. Listen to your inhale and exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Back to that wide squat with the front raise. Again, tuck the pelvis under. There we go, sit it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8. Open up wide if your hips are tight. 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Other side, set it up. So set it up. Opposite side. So the same leg as the stick, right? That's the leg that's going to be moving. Standing leg is getting work. Make sure your stick stays upright. Step it back, stand up and kick. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Wide squat again. Tuck the pelvis under, belly button to spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So from the side, step back, press it up. Alternate step back, press it up. This is 1 and 1. 2, 2, 3, 3, belly button grind. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. Heart rate.
80%.
80%. So my heart rate is at 81%. Get a nice sip of water. So continue with our warm-up. Let's open up the hips. So external and internal hip rotation, right? Pelvis is tucked under. You're going to go out and in. That's 1 repetition. Let your arms flow. Just be mindful that the belly button is drawn into the spine. This is no bueno. That's not a stable lower back. This, with the pelvis tucked up towards your face, that's more of a stable back. Right? So you can use just kick wide, or sometimes you can use a box or a stool to give you like a physiological frame of reference. Right? So this is a leg that's moving, my right leg, or you may be mirroring. Here we go. So it's 1 and 1. 2, external, and then internal, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're breathing deep. 5, 6. If you knock it over, pick it up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And 1. That same leg, working your obliques. Function with your own body weight. You have your round or side kicks right out to the side. So it's your oblique muscles that wrap around into your back. That's what's allowing you to pick up the weight of your leg, right? And also your glutes. Kick it out to the side. 1, with control. 2, 3, use your breath. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. And 1. Your commercial break. Grab your water bottle, even if it's a small one. Oh, let me just grab my scarf to wipe my face. So even if it's a smaller water bottle, or you can just use your body weight. You don't have to use anything. If you're not using anything, you would just take your 2 hands, Kick them all the way up to the ceiling, and you're tapping down on both sides. If you have the water bottle, I'm starting off here. Make sure before you bend over to pick something up that you pull your belly button to your spine to support your lower back. You're gonna pick it up, and you're gonna tap on each side. So this would be your rainbow pattern. If you're a little more advanced, right, so I've already measured this out. This gallon bottle is 8.5 pounds. 5 pounds is challenging to start, maybe even 3 pounds. This is a 12. I have up to 20. I work with up to 25 pounds. So when you go up, like you're about to graduate up for your before the holidays to another size ball, right? So you don't need to jump up 10 pounds. 2 to 3 pounds is a lot, right? It's a big, big, big difference, right? So, here we go. Start on one side. Belly button's pulled in. Take the ball all the way up to the ceiling. Arms go straight at the top. Here we go. So this is 1 and 1. 2. 2. This would be an example of functional training. 3. 3. 4. 4. Go for good form if you do less. 5. And 5. Stomach muscles pulled in. Breathe. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. Woo. And 10. Woo. So working on squat to vertical toss. Right? Sit it back. Stand. So don't rest your elbows on your knees. Bring them in between, but don't rest them there. Stand and toss. 1. 2. Drop it like it's hot. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Heart rate.
86%.
Excellent. My heart rate is at 83%. So that's core, legs, cardio, dynamic flexibility in one movement. So external, internal rotation, opposite side. Here we go. So it's 1, 2, big circle. 3, open up the hips. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, good, and 15. Side kicks, or round kicks, as my son likes to tell me. So I'm not flinging the foot. I want to pick it up with control, kick, and put it down. So you're working your balance, you're working glute medius, you're working obliques, you're working core, you're working cardio. All in one shot. Listen to your inhale and your exhale. Because your lungs are down here, not in your neck. So you want to breathe nice and deep. 25 reps. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So can you feel your obliques there?
Yes.
Right. So now I could take a belt, Now that's already at 16 minutes. That's already, I got over 100 calories, right? Now I could have put a belt here, right, to squeeze. And sometimes these belts are so tight, they actually can be compromising internal organs. But if you want a tighter waistline, you want your core muscles to fire. It's not just about having the bulky muscle. That's cute. If you have adipose tissue on top of it and you're eating too much calories and low calories, you're not going to see those muscles. This 6-pack, 8-pack is only one group of muscles. But underneath, in terms of back health, you have your obliques that crisscross, internal, external obliques on the side, and they wrap into your back to give your back support. So it's not just the aesthetic, it's the function. If you understand the function, your form, what you look like is going to follow the function. So underneath that, you have your girdle. Your natural girdle is all the way underneath those several layers, right? That's your transverse abdominis. So all the rotation that we're doing naturally causes your nervous system to pull all those muscles taut. So you can feel those muscles working. If I put on a corset, I'm just squeezing myself in the hopes of maybe bringing some awareness to my posture. But squeezing there is not eliminating any adipose tissue. Putting on plastic suits, you might sweat up some water, but as soon as you eat a whole lot of salt and eat whatever that's causing you water retention, is right back. Right, Jess? FYI. So grab the ball. We have that rainbow pattern again. Belly button is drawn into the spine. Anytime before we pick something up, engage your core so you can train yourself. With functional training, this is to help you move throughout life. It's a benefit to be able to be strong and look good. But what do you need your body to do for you 10, 20, 30 years, even in 5 years? Belly button drawn in. So bend both knees. My feet are open kind of wide, so I have a nice base of support. This, I wouldn't have a whole lot of support. So I have a wide base of support, belly button's pulled in. Take your arms all the way up to the ceiling and then tap it down. 1, all the way up, and 1, 2, and 2, 3, and 3, 4, and 4, 5, and 5, 6, and 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. So you can't read a magazine and do this, right? So it's also good for your brain health because it's a lot of decision making. You're doing it at the same time. Squat, scan, and toss. Take your hips back parallel to the floor. Belly button's drawn in. Don't rest on your knees. Stand and toss it up. So it's 1. Or use your water bottle. 2, if you need to just press, you can press. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, exhale. 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Scale of 1 to 10. How hard are you working?
9, 8 or 9.
So I'm at 84%. Who is this? Luana said I'm still in the bed.
I'm 88%.
Somebody said they're still in the bed, Tracy. Okay, we in the upper room this morning. So the early bird gets the prize.
Come on and play with us.
I know what that's like. You're looking at the ceiling, it's like I should get up. But
Yep.
it's so cold. I don't want to get up. You just turn over and press snooze 3 more times. That could have been your workout. All right. Spread your fingertips. Make sure you tuck your pelvis under. Belly button is drawn into the spine. And activate your scapula by pressing your hands into the floor. We never want this. This is going to jack your neck up. You want to engage the shoulder girdle or the scapula, shoulder blades. It's all the same thing. So press your hands into the floor, body away from the floor. If you're taking a modification, tap your toe. Bring that knee to the chest. That's like a crunch. And come right back. Right? If you're a little more advanced, you're feeling stronger. You don't want your butt up in the air. You're one nice flat plank of wood. My elbows, my wrists, and my shoulders are stacked up. Tuck your hips under, squeeze the glutes. Right foot steps outside the right hand. Rotate. Right, reach your right fingertips up to the ceiling. I'm continuing on the standing arm, pressing my hand firmly into the floor. Turn down, step center, keep your hips and butt out of the air. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Rotate to the left. Reach your left fingertips up to the ceiling. Good, turn down. Hips stay out of the air. Now step into tempo. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. So grab your sliders. If you have sliders or 2 paper plates or 2 rags, depending on if you have a carpet or you have a floor. If you don't have any of those, you can just stay with the step, right? It's going to be a little bit more challenging if you have the sliders. And just by the way, now I don't like to tell grown folks what to do, especially if you ain't paying me. But I invite folks to consider, especially my young flowers, before you ever consider putting a knife to your precious body parts, and I've had a lot of lawyers as clients, they're all really, they can be very dangerous surgeries that will have long-lasting effects. Many people's bodies are rejecting a lot of the things we're putting into it. I invite you to take your health and your natural body shape to the max before you consider touching yourself with a knife. Consider the conflict of interest. And consider that you could also, after you have these surgeries, let's say removal of adipose tissue, you can actually put on more adipose tissue in a very kind of weird way than you did before. You're altering the body, and the body's very smart, right? Consider the scarring. I've had some women show me the keloids underneath their breasts. These are things that people don't talk about. A lot of people are having rejections. I can think of several people right now where they had to take their implants out because their bodies are rejecting it, right? We have enough to contend with poisons in the environment, all kinds of toxins we put in as children. So I just invite you to consider. I ain't telling nobody what to do, right? Take your body to the max health-wise and appreciate what you got, right? Natural bodies matter. All right, commercial's over. So dynamic, either you're stepping out. If you're taking the modification, you're going to tap, tap. Or if you're in a full plank, you can tap, tap. If you have the sliders or the paper plates, press your hands into the floor, tuck your hips under. We're going to slide it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go right over to push-ups. Core is activated. So, for those of you that have been working for a while, you're at 4 full push-ups. You'll get the same benefit if you do them on your knees. Spread the fingertips. Press your hands to the floor, body weight to the floor. Walk your knees in back of your hips. Tuck your hips under. Squeeze your butt cheeks the entire time. You're not humping the floor. You're not kissing the floor. It's the chest that's touching the floor. And try to angle your elbows inward, right? So your eyeballs of your elbows are facing backwards. So you activate more of the tricep. So those of you that need to be with me with the 4. Otherwise, please stay at your knees for now. Ready? Here we go. So down. Exhale up 1. Down. Exhale up 2. Squeeze the glutes. Down. Exhale up 3. Down. Exhale up 4. Drop to the knees. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Here we go. Down, exhale up 5. Down, exhale up 6. Down, exhale up 7. Down, exhale up 8. Down, exhale up 9. Down, exhale up 10. Down, exhale up 1. Down, exhale up 2. Down, exhale up 3. Down, exhale up 4. Down, exhale up 5. Down, exhale up 6. Down, exhale up 7. Down, exhale up 8. Down, exhale up 9. Got an excellent 10. Next set of mountain climbers. Woo. Feet on those plates or the sliders or 2 rags, whatever you got. You got to get 2 rags or 2 dish towels, work it out. All right, here we go. Press. Spread the fingertips, yes. Spread your palms and fingers. Press your hands into the floor, activate your scapula. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Core is active. So you should notice that your core temperature is still nice and warm. Get a quick sip of water. So don't guzzle your water too fast. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. It's going to atrophy. It's going to get flat. You won't be able to feel confident. If a fool steps to you in the street, you want to feel confident in your body. That's what fitness gives you. And you demonstrate to yourself the ability to deal with negative emotions and to push through stress and difficulties. So this is your dojo. You're working on your mind first. We move first because of how it makes us feel. And it's a benefit that it's cleaning the arteries, helping us to have a nice, smooth elimination. And if you want to clear your skin and cellulite, you want to sweat. All right, let's grab that medicine ball again. So we're going to pick up the little bit heavier one. My advanced folks. Heart rate is at 77%. Woo! So we get Harriet squats. We like to choose things that give us more bang for our buck. So we have the squat with the rotation. So you're sitting your hips back, parallel to the floor, right? Make sure your back is not rounded. Your chest should be nice and open. Come up and rotate, right? That's from the side. You can alternate sides, come up and rotate. So use your heavier ball. If you had your 5, go for your 10. I'm going to pick up the 20. Grandma Lou ain't raising a chop. But at the same time, the ego will take out the whole. So if you just started, feel free to use your body weight. And you'll notice this is great where you actually engage in the core right now without us doing any sit-ups. Because I have to engage my core. As I'm tucking my pelvis under and keeping this ball in the center of my chest, I'm activating my core. All right, ready? Listen to your breath. Sit down, come up and rotate me up. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. 10 burpees. Yay. Only 10 burpees. No push-up with the burpee today. So if you need to modify the burpee, belly button drawn in, you're going to place the hands on the floor. Step, step. So it's a competition burpee. Drop all the way down to the floor. Pick your hands up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Place them down. Step, step. Come up on your toes. Reach for the ceiling. That will be a modification. Otherwise, if you're stronger, you can go here. Here's your second modification. Place your hands. Step. Drop down. Pick up. Step, step. Or level 3 would be place the hands, drop down, hop up, and reach for the ceiling. So pick whatever is appropriate. You may even do a combination of the two. All right. Lecture's over. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. So it's 1. Reach for the ceiling. Go to your own level. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Go right into your next set of push-ups. Woo. Scale of 1 to 10. I'm at 84%.
25.
That you on 25 on a scale of 1 to 10?
No, that's the scale. Yeah, scale of 1 to 10, 25.
All right, first 4. So if you're doing modifier, you can take everything on your knees. If you do 5, you do 10. Just do what you're able to because you will progress over time. Listen to your breath. Use your breath to psychologically also help you recover and get through to the next rep. Spread the fingertips, press the hands into the floor. So first 4 for you is going to be 4. Here we go. Down. Exhale 1. Squeeze your glutes. Down. Exhale 2. Down. Exhale 3. Down. Exhale 4. Drop to your knees. Knees are slightly back of the hips. Tuck the hips under. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Down. Exhale 5. Down. Exhale 6. Down. Exhale 7. Down. Exhale 8. Down. Exhale 9. Down. Exhale 10. Down. Exhale 1. Down. Exhale 2. Down. Exhale 3. Down. Exhale 4. Down. Exhale 5. Down. Exhale 6. Down. Exhale 7. Down. Exhale 8. Down. Exhale 9. And 10. Commercial break. Drop down onto the stomach, onto your stomach for spinal extension for your posture. Point your toes away from you. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Lift the front of your thighs off the floor. Look down. You're going to raise your torso up. Squeeze the elbows behind you. When we come up, we squeeze up. Right, here we go. 1. Look straight down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a little pause. So now you have Superwoman, a superhero, you're flying, you're paddling. So you toss the floor, squeeze your glutes, paddle the arms and legs, you're working the muscles that run along your spine. Look down, point the toes, lift the thighs off the floor. Here we go. 1, 2, big paddle. 3, 4, squeeze the glutes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Push up number 3. First 4 is full. Otherwise, you can take the whole set on your knees. You're just going for good form. Spread the fingertips, press your hands into the floor, press the body away from the floor, tuck the hips under. Ready, here we go. Down, exhale 1. Down, exhale 2. Down, exhale 3. Down, exhale 4. Drop to your knees. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Tuck the hips under. Down, exhale 5. Down, exhale 6. Down, exhale 7. Down, exhale 8. Down, exhale 9. Down, exhale 10. Down, exhale 1. Down, exhale 2. Down, exhale 3. Down, exhale 4. Down, exhale 5. Down, exhale 6. Down, exhale 7. Down, exhale 8. Down, exhale 9. Down, exhale 10. And come up. So chest should be nice and toasty. Nice, hit it and quit it. If you do 5, that's fine. Just go for good. Oh, you're doing great today. 36 minutes in, that's already 244 units of gas. And being that we haven't stuffed ourselves full of food, your body can go into your onboard fuel tank. Woo, good, 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 good. We got another set of that squat to rotate. Ooh, wrap your mind around it. What would Harriet do? All right, so 10 on each leg. So your heavier ball, belly button is drawn into your spine. Ready? Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. Woo, and 10. Woo. Heart rate. Oh, my heart rate only went to 76, 78%, 79%. Woo, 80, still going up.
89.
Knees to chest.
90.
So we got a rainbow pattern. You can stay with the light ball. You're going to pick up the heavier ball. So you got to really use your breath to get you to the next breath. So this would be like the hood version of your own homegrown CrossFit in your own little apartment. So you can use your little water bottle. Again, the gallon bottle is 8.5 pounds. Or just use your body weight. You tap it over to the side of your fingertips. Come all the way up, reach up to the ceiling, tap side to side. Take your time, keep your stomach muscles engaged to protect your back. Ready, here we go. Ready to pick it up? 1. And 1. 2. And 2. 3. And 3. 4. And 4. Just do what you're able to. 5. And 5. 6. And 6. 7. 7. 8. Stomach muscles pulled in. 8. 9. 10. And 10. 85%. 86%. Scale of 1 to 10. 87%.
91%.
Lift the knees to the chest. Whew. No machines required. Your body's the original machine. Get a sip of sarsaparilla, aka water. Whew. You okay? You got a little touch more legs. Grab your stick again. So for now, we're staying with body weight. In a couple weeks, we're going to progress this. So the leg that's nearest to the stick, that's the leg that's going to be moving, right? My standing leg is getting to work. Tuck the pelvis under, belly button drawn into your spine. Whew, heart rate, 79%. So if you pay for all those fancy watches that you're not using, break them out. So you can get some accountability. You can cut the guesswork out of why you have the results, so the lack of results that you have. If nothing else, if you're being consistent and you're eating real food, your body should not be the same in 3 months, 6 months. If you're looking the same as you did last year, either you're grossly underestimating how much you're eating and the quality or lack of quality of what you're eating. You're grossly overestimating how effective your fitness routine is. right? So I invite you to put some accountability. Treat this as a business. Run the numbers on your business, your strength. You have some benchmarks to see if you're getting stronger. Your heart rate monitor can allow you, once you learn how to read it, to see if your heart is getting healthier, and it can also keep you safe so you can feel confident. All right, chit chat's over. This leg is the same leg as the stick is moving. Big step back. Make sure your pelvis stays tucked under. Stand up and kick. So try to touch that toe to your hand. Drop back down. So the steady rhythm is really what's going to work your thighs and glutes. Ready? Use your breath. So it's 1, 2. You are burning fat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. You feel the standing leg?
Yes. Yes.
Opposite side. Drop it down. Tuck your pelvis under. Ready? Stand and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Whew, I think we got a good amount of cardio and legs in. Let's get a little bit of upper body. So grab your dumbbells. That can even be your water bottles, right? So you can either use the light ones or you can use these that almost 2 liters. So you save yourself a lot of money. If you're consistent, you'll graduate over time. So I have 12. My sister is much tinier than me, does 30 pounds. And she's tiny, right? So you wouldn't come off the street or years of inactivity and pick up a 30-pound weight, right? That's an accident waiting to happen to your delicate shoulders, right? You want to be respectful of your body. So even though we're sitting, right now my stomach is all poked out. Tuck your pelvis under. You're going to take overhead press. If you need to do this movement pattern with no weights, that's perfectly fine. So you're on the walls of Egypt. Try to get a little bit more to a 90-degree. Belly button join in. Stand and press. 1, with control. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I know I've gone up to like 20, 25. So during the course of my life, I watched myself progress, regress. So have some compassion for yourself. Stay consistent because your body is communicating a lot to you. So stay seated on this set. Belly button join and support your back. Even though you're seated, press it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These little 12s is, I'm on humble right now. So accept your personal humble. Everybody's a different fingerprint. Let's see if we can get 5 more reps in there. Belly button join in. Press it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A little bit of biceps. Stand up. Belly button drawn into spine. So make sure your pelvis is not Let's go for it. Tuck it under. Sit and curl. So if my palms are down by my side, that means I have to rotate. And then my elbow joint opens all the way up. Here we go. Sit, curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay seated. So you can stay seated for the set. Belly button drawing in all the time. Bring your awareness back to your core. Just curl it up and crawl. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is getting heavy. 4, 5, 6. Ooh. 7. Oh my gosh. 8, 9, and 10. Woo, let's come down to the floor for some core. So we broke the 300 mark. Coming down to the floor. Core for us includes the glutes. So now, what's the point? We can't even fit everything into one day. We got to break it up. So whatever we didn't get in today, we'll get in tomorrow and the day after. So we want to hit all the muscle groups in the body. So glutes is important. Spinal health is important. If your back is hurting, you're not going to be doing much of everything. So make sure, tuck the pelvis under, draw your belly button to your spine. Make sure you're not down here because that's going to jack your neck up. Spread the fingertips, press your hands into the floor, press your body away from the floor, right? So you activate your shoulder girdle and your scapula. Elbow to knee, right elbow to left knee, and extend. All right, you watch out my fancy little pants. Ready, here we go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give a little bit of a tail wag to release your back. Opposite side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A little bit of a tail whack. External hip rotations. Big circles outward. Woo, here we go. Open up the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's glute medius. Now take that same leg, lift it out to the side. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have one more on that side. Ooh. I'm in my own sweat. So same thing, lift it out to the side. Now kick it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Feel your glutes there?
Yeah.
Opposite side. Opposite side. So let's open up the hips. If the hips are a joint, it's the glutes that are the muscle. You have the hip as a joint, the glutes, which have 3 heads, That's the muscle. And then you have adipose tissue. So the adipose tissue is mixed in a lot of times with the muscle and is blurring the muscle. If the muscle's atrophied from sitting down too much, then it's going to be flat. But all you got to do is change the ratio. That's eating real food, hydrating, and adding resistance training. If you're sitting down all day, then not only is your butt going to look more flat because it's atrophy, this muscle is not doing its work, so now your lower back has to do more work, and that's no bueno. All right, opposite side, external hip rotation. Here we go. 1, big circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That same leg, lift the leg right out to the side. Glute medius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. One more. That same leg, lift it out to the side. This is a little bit more intense, and kick it out. 1, with control. 2, 10 reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sit your glutes back to your heels. Walk your fingertips out away from you. Come up with the pad of your fingers and open your arms out to the side. Open your shoulder blades. Feel the stretch on your back. And flip over. Let's take a quick set. Let's see. All right, let's see. We got left. So reverse crunches. Got a few more minutes to go. So your neck is nice and safe. Make sure you tuck your pelvis. If your back is popping off the floor, you're likely going to mess your back up. So tuck your pelvis under. Glue that lower back to the floor. Your palms are down flat. Exhale as you roll up your knees into the chest. Then extend. You're only extending to the point where your lower back stays glued to the floor. Right? Let your hips roll all the way up. Ready? Here we go. So it's 1. Extend. Your legs need to be up high. 2, 3. Really roll up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll up higher. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Open the legs up wide. 1, 2. Same thing. Legs are wide. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift your head off the floor. Same thing. Same leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. You okay? You good? Still here? So we are done. Lift the legs up. Bend the knees. Drop both knees over to the right side. Feel that stretch in your back. All over here in your lower back. Knee center. Drop them to the opposite side. Stretch your lower back. With control. Notice that your body works to cool itself down. Again, over to the opposite side. Stretching out your lower back. Now that your body's nice and warm. Again, over to the opposite side. Good. Both legs up. Crossing that right foot over the left knee. I'm going to stick my right hand straight down through the middle. Both hands come behind my left knee. Let the hips roll off the floor. Pull both legs in toward your face. My right elbow is pressing outward on my right knee, so I feel a Big stretch around my bent leg around the hip. Good, and release both legs up. Left foot now comes over the right knee. I'm going to take my left hand straight down through the middle. Both hands come behind my right knee. Pull both legs in towards your face. Left elbow presses outward on that bent leg on that left knee. So you feel a tremendous stretch around your left hip on that bent leg. Good, and relax. Left leg is straight. Right foot is up in the air. The bottom of the foot is parallel to the ceiling. Drop that right leg over to the left side. Feel more stretch in your lower back. Breathe into your stretch. Good, pick it up. Lower it down, opposite side. Now my right leg is straight. Left leg comes up. Bottom of the left foot is parallel to the ceiling. Drop that left foot over to the right side. Feel that stretch in your back. Breathe into your stretch. Good, pick that leg up. Good, come up, roll over onto your side. Top hand goes to the floor, press yourself up. Come into your straddle. Belly button drawn in. Inhale, and then exhale. Walk your hands forward. You're gonna feel a big stretch in the groin area. Reach and extend your chest in the direction of the floor so you feel even more stretch. Wiggle your feet, wiggle your toes, work your way into the stretch, and breathe into the stretch. Walk your hands backward, lean over to your right side, or you may be mirroring me. I'm reaching my left fingertips over to my right side, so I'm feeling a nice stretch along the side of the body. Circle the arm around, reach it over again. Let the body float up. Over to the opposite side, so you may be mirroring me. I'm reaching over to my left side. My right fingertips are reaching over to my left side. Feeling a nice stretch along the side of the body. Circle the arm around and bring it over again. Good, and sit up to a nice cross-legged position. Make a nice little box. So you're lining your ankles up with your knees. So if one leg is tighter and it's up, that's fine. Don't force it. The body will open up on its own over time. So try to make a nice box and line your ankles up with your knees. So I'm going to feel the stretch on the top leg around my hip and my glutes. Belly button drawn in. Inhale, exhale. Walk your hands forward. Come over onto your elbows and let the body weight pull forward. And feel the stretch on that top hip. You feel that stretch?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All of this is great for your lower back and your hips. Breathe into your stretch. Now you're gonna, if you're the top leg, the top hip, you're gonna walk your hands away on a diagonal. Walk yourself away from that hip and feel more of a stretch as you pull up and out of the hip. You're walking on a diagonal. You can feel a big stretch there. Breathe into your stretch, back to center. Release, switch sides. So make a nice little box. The opposite foot is on top this time. You're making the effort to line the ankles up with the knees, making a nice little box. Stomach muscles are drawn in. Walk your hands forward, decline to your elbows. Let your body weight pull forward and feel that stretch on that top hip and glute. Breathe into the stretch. Now take your hands and walk yourself to the opposite side on a diagonal. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good stretch. Because a lot of times we get crunched up in the hips. The hips will be sit down and also around the whole hip going into the lower back. Then walk yourself back up. Sit up nice and comfortable. You're going to drop your head. I'm dropping my head, tick-tocking it over to my right. You may be mirroring me, so that may be your left side. I'm going to take my right hand and give a gentle pull on my head over to the right side, and I feel a nice stretch along the side of the neck. My left shoulder is dropping down in the direction of the floor. Breathe into your neck. Now take your eyes to that upper corner. Feel the stretch travel subtly, and now take your eyes down to the lower corner. Gently turn your chin in towards your chest a little bit for the stretch travel. Let the head float up. Gently drop your head over to the other side. So I'm dropping my head over to the left side. I'm going to take my left hand and give a gentle pull. Letting my right shoulder drop down in the direction of the floor. Feeling a nice stretch along the side of the neck. Take your eyes to the upper corner. And now take your eyes down to the lower corner. Gently turn your chin in towards your chest. Feel the stretch travel. Let the head float up. Lace your fingers. Place them behind the head. Gently bring your elbows together. Curl the chin into your chest and gently nod the head no. Feel that stretch on the back of the head and neck. And let the head float up. As the body cools itself down, We'll take a few deep breaths, and we're just going to do what's called grounding or sealing your movement practice. So you're going to take a big deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Remember, your lungs are underneath your neck. They're not your neck. They're all the way down here in your chest. So think of your lungs expanding with air. Ready? Deep inhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Maintain your awareness on your breathing. Notice that your body is cooling itself down. I invite you to take a moment to acknowledge yourself for showing up so early in the morning when it's nice and beautiful and quiet, when you can tune into your own divine onboard intelligence. Acknowledge yourself for showing up with tenacity, resilience, and demonstrating your ability to push through discomfort intentionally. I invite you to bring your awareness to your toes, around your big toes, your pinkies, the bottom of your feet, the tops of your feet and your ankles to relax into the floor. Notice as your shins, your calves, your knees and thighs, and your hips and glutes rest gently into the floor. Allow your lower back, your mid-back, your stomach muscles to soften, relax, and release. Notice as your torso, your heart gently relaxes inside of your chest, your shoulders relax and soften in the direction of the floor. Notice as your fingertips, your thumbs and pinkies, your palms and wrists, forearms, your elbows, your upper arms, soften and gently relax. Notice as your neck and head relax. Bring your awareness to your ears as they rest gently along the sides of your face. Notice as your tongue rests softly inside your mouth. Your eyes rest gently inside your sockets. Your brain releases and relaxes inside your precious skull. See if you can bring to your mind's eye something that you are grateful for. See if you can bring to your mind's eye something that brings joy and laughter to your face. I invite you today to feed and nourish yourself with the most colorful, beautiful, nutrient-dense, life force-filled, peaceful fuel. That means fuel, aka food that demonstrates that it loves you back and doesn't deposit a whole lot of waste in your waistline inside your arteries. I invite you to nourish yourself for also the vision for your life, not just the pleasure in your taste buds. I invite you to take a mental snapshot of what intentional relaxation, what it looks and feels like in your body. Should you need to access it in case you were triggered or encounter another human being who's triggered today. And I invite you to create a great day on purpose simply because you said so. All right. Woo! 419. That was a good one.
I'm just below you, 356.
What'd you get?
356.
All right. I'll take it. That was a good one. So, all my folks out there, y'all create a great day on purpose. See you in the upper room in the morning.